We are to that point in the evening where it is our main event.
And now, making his way to the blue corner, representing Zingano's Muay Thai, we have Dan Wilson. And folks, I always, typically Muay Thai happens in a ring traditionally, but personally, as I've grown along and watched promotions like One Championship, I love watching Muay Thai in a cage. Now, we did have it proposed out there for this to be 4-ounce Muay Thai. It was denied by our commissioner, Tony Cummings. So if you fans out there would love to see 4-ounce Muay Thai go down in the cage here in the state of Colorado, we need your help. We need your voice out there to make that be known that that's what the people want to see, so that our commission can take action on behalf of what the fans actually want.
That's interesting. Both the fighters were down for that, huh?
Yeah, and it's also allowed here in Colorado, per us now having One Championship. It is allowed, but it was denied for this show. So, interesting decision. Don't understand or don't know what the rationale from Commissioner Tony Cummings is on that, but nevertheless, here we are with big gloves in this full contact Muay Thai fight. Making his way to the red corner, representing pound for pound Muay Thai, we have Clement Lacroix. One of the corners tonight for Lacroix will be a longtime Colorado combat sports veteran Randy Rowland. Now, the one thing I don't know with how we're handling this tonight, I don't know if they're going to do a Y crew or not, being that they're in the cage. But if they do, folks, that is a warm-up routine that is done in traditional Thai fighting. We got the Zingano crowd heavy behind us here at the broadcast table. I want to give a quick shout out to one of our young standouts on the Muay Thai scene in Riley Colburn. She's a savage prospect, young teenage woman who is just lighting up the scene right now for us, also fighting out at Zingano's. Has been a multiple time appear on our 5280 Thai fight show, so it's great to see the community coming out in full effect to support their teammates in their camps tonight. The Muay Thai guy of Colorado, Oscar Martinez, third man in there tonight. And folks, these are two highly, highly experienced and skilled fighters tonight. Clement Lacroix fought for us at Colorado Combat Club 10 and scored a knockout in the first round, first minute of the first round in that fight. Broke his opponent's jaw within seconds of the fight. He's landed a couple of big elbows to start so far. Very calm and measured approach from Lacroix.
It shows you just kind of the experience, you know, such a juxtapose, is that the correct word, between the debutantes we see early in the card and then these guys who have 30-plus professional fights, you know?
Yeah, peace. I mean, they're entering the matrix out here, boys. The fans are on their feet. Couple of knees exchanged in the clinch there. Attempted elbow from over the top. Clem dodged by Wilson.
It's almost like a dance between the two. You know, one leads, the other leads.
Certainly. Combination finished off by a leg kick. Return fire from Lacroix. Inside leg kick now from Lacroix. Now again, with these experienced guys like this, there's going to be a lot of trap setting, right? Like, I think what we've seen a little bit from Lacroix so far is him kind of setting the stage, working up the ladder. He's gone low, then he'll flip the shin up high. Like, is that a pattern that you guys are seeing?
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely setting up that rear kick, and I you know, it's also interesting, you know, the southpaw versus orthodox matchup here.
And a strong round of action right there in the first between these two Muay Thai combatants. And that's the beauty of these Muay fighters out there, right, fellas? You know, it's just so calm and measured between these two pros right now. Like, this is a tremendous sight for us to see from the broadcast table. I mean, even for our Thai-specific shows with 5280, we typically don't have guys with this level of experience.
Yeah, you know, you're watching these guys, you can read the fight, right? Like, neither one looks like they're overcome by the nerves. Neither one's getting off balance. Both are very composed. Both are sticking to their individual game plans. You could tell neither of them are overwhelmed by the moment, you know. And like I said, I feel like that just speaks to their experience, and, you know, they're not taking anything too hard or to heart, you know. Somebody lands a big shot, it's not ending the fight because these guys have been through it to get to it, as Dustin Jacoby would say.
Absolutely. Each fighter offering right up in the center of the cage right now. A couple of combinations ended with a low kick from Lacroix. Attempted dump from Wilson. Inside leg kick from Clem. Looks like that body kick landed from Lacroix. Attempted sweep.
You see a picking up of the pace from both guys this round a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of typical, though, when you see extremely experienced Thai guys, though, right? Like, a lot of times the first round is just kind of filling each other out, a dance, like, as you mentioned before, and then it picks up as time goes on. And then, you know, depending on how the action goes, there's certain, you know, inside the lines type of things, right?
Yeah, for sure. You know, like you said, the trap setting, I feel like in the first round is really paying dividends in this round, you know, and to have the foresight to do that also, again, just speaks to their experience.
Teep to the face by Clem. Dan Wilson looking to jump with the elbow attack there. Stopped in his tracks by Clem. Clem's kind of gave him a little gamesman smiling it off.
He's doing a good job of finding that back leg, you know, which isn't the easiest thing to do. They're making it look easy, but when you're in that orthodox southpaw matchup, it's sometimes hard to find that back leg. You have to really work hard to get that angle. He's doing a great job finding that body with those kicks.
Yeah, these guys are definitely locked in with each other. You know, they're without having any sort of verbal communication. There's definitely a conversation being had with these exchanges and volleys being offered back and forth. If looks could offer words, right, fellas?
Yeah, definitely.
Through 2 rounds of action here in the main event at Colorado Combat Club 19. How do you folks see the action so far at home? How are you scoring this fight? Let us know on social media. That is the Big Yin's Josh Fremd at Josh Fremd MMA, Cody Brundage at Cody_Brundage_, and myself, Jordan Kurtz, at Comments from the Peanut Gallery. We are in round 3 of 5 here for this first ever ISKA Pro Muay Thai title here at Colorado Combat Club 19. If you want to follow along behind the scenes with some of the action or get some of that content in front of your eyes that has been shot by our creatives throughout the show this evening, make sure that you give them a follow. That's Blue Hernandez at Indigoso, Garrett Franklin, Franklin Films at C.G. Franklin. We also have Fighter's Eye and Costa Films.
Be interesting to see how much quicker this thing gets.
High kick and sweep there from Wilson. Most defining moment so far of the night by Wilson.
Be interesting to see how much these guys pick up the pace here. You know, last 3 rounds. Been a pretty close fight. Both guys have had some moments.
They've had a few minutes now to gather intel on each other. And now, like I say, we're starting to see the gamesmanship go back and forth, and the dance is getting a little bit more intense as the moments creep on. Clem's a little bit more measured and calculated with his approach, but Dan is winging him. And Wilson feeling himself a little bit right now. He's in his zone.
Yeah, now before we said, you know, not maybe no no verbal communication, but it looks like here there might be some now.
Starting to have a little bit back and forth.
Yeah.
Some elbows and tight quarters between the two fighters. Knees now being exchanged in the clinch. Attempted dump on the rotation there by Clem. Dan Wilson able to shrug it off and break out of the clinch. Body kick offered by Clem. Teep to the body by Dan.
Oof. He's got to fix his armband.
Hey, I tell you what, though, Wilson threw the fastball on that last exchange. He swung and missed with it, but if that one is landing, I don't care if that's with big gloves or not, that's rocking somebody's world.
Oh, yeah. He threw that thing all the way from...
Strong counter on the overextension right there by Clem.
He's doing a good job of finding that off the big miss with the hands. He's finding leg kicks quite a bit.
And that's the double-edged side of that sword of being the aggressor the way that Dan Wilson is being, right? Because you're taking big shots, you're taking risks and trying to be dynamic and going for those very, those very destructive attacks. But at the same time, you leave yourself open should you miss to the counter.
Two sweeps. Oof. Big head kick off the missed sweep there.
Are you not entertained? That's the look right there from each of these fighters raising their hands as we approach the 4th round of this title fight.
And honestly, I don't even know how you score this fight because I don't know how you score Muay Thai, but it's been entertaining to watch.
Well, that's the wrestler in you, Cody.
It's been super entertaining.
I mean, the thing is it's a difficult fight to score overall from, like I say, it's been a close back and forth affair. But in the weight of the scoring within Muay Thai, I mean, you have a lot of kicks that have landed and done damage. You've had elbows that have landed by Clem, but you also have the sweeps on the Wilson side. So,
right.
You know what I mean? Through 4, we could be even. But then again, that's why we're the knuckle draggers who just sit here talking about it, and we don't actually have to put pen to paper and turn in a scorecard.
Definitely. Happy about that.
Clem a little upset over the wardrobe adjustment for the 2nd time. One, 1-2 from Wilson, returned by a counter kick from Clem. Clem goes with the teep to the body.
You know, kind of like what we talked about before this fight started, how different is this fight in 4-ounce gloves? You know, how much of a difference does some of these punches make, and how much of a difference does it make with strategy? You know, how much of a difference is your strategy change from kicking to punching to kicking, depending on what size gloves you're wearing.
Agreed. And we have 1 minute left. Big high kick right there from Dan Wilson, but a return on the counter from a low kick from Clement Lacroix. Lacroix starting to chop on the legs now. And final seconds of this round as we wind down in the action here. 10 seconds left.
One more round.
Guys, as we come to this final round here, what are your thoughts as we've gotten through these couple of rounds? We've had big moments from each fighter. We've had diversity in terms of the offensive strategies and attacks. Cody, what are you thinking?
Well, as I stated earlier, I'm no expert at all. But like you said earlier, one guy's maybe having the bigger moments with strikes on the feet. The other guy is really dominating the sweep game. Where does that leave you on the scorecards? No idea, but I know this fight's been super entertaining. It's been super fun. Both guys are clearly very high level. And they look like they're having a blast in there, which is always fun for fans, I think, too, when the fighters are having a good time.
Absolutely.
There's a little bit of gamesmanship,
There's a lot of sting on those kicks right now from Clem. Looks like he's got a bit of a sense of urgency in his eyes. And we have a shot straight to the junk there. And back underway. A couple of elbows exchanged back and forth between the two fighters in tight quarters. Missed high kick from Wilson, returned with a counter by Clem.
Let's go, Danny, right here.
Great balance by Wilson. Overhand right lands for Wilson. Overhand left from Lacroix. Uppercut from Lacroix from the left side as well. Clem with the teep to the body. Big tomahawk elbow attempted there by Clem Lacroix, narrowly avoided by Dan Wilson. Wilson unloading with the boxing. Elbow from Lacroix, looks like it landed at least a little bit there in that exchange. Tell you what, one way or the other, whoever comes out of this contest with their hand raised, both of these guys are going to be sore for weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I wish we had a number on the kicks that have been thrown. Or landed, you know, it's got to be a lot.
The ribs, the forearms, everything is going to hurt for a while. Not to mention their own shins and legs, you know.
Yeah. Short time now.
Hey, great fight there between two very, very skilled NAC1 Muay Thai fighters there. How will this one be scored? We will find out here momentarily via the judges. How did you guys see this at home? Let us know on social media with the hashtag CCC19, or let Josh, Cody, or I know by reaching out to us directly. That's me, Jordan Kurtz, at Comments from the Peanut Gallery, Cody Brundage at Cody_Brundage, or Josh Fremd at Josh Fremd MMA. This was a historic fight, as we mentioned, folks, as this was the first ever pro ISKA Muay Thai fight in the state's history.
That was a phenomenal fight.
Yeah, I mean, that right there for just, you know, a fight nerd, a fight enthusiast, a fan of the combative sports all the way around, you can't watch that and not come away entertained.
It just, the man dance, just standing up, throwing 8 limbs at each other, mutual respect from both parties. That was just a fun fight. Yeah, like you said, as a nerd, as a fan of all types of combat sports, that was just fun.
And, you know, Josh, that's where it still kind of perplexes me as a whole with the fan base out there that kickboxing and Muay Thai hasn't taken off to a greater level of popularity from the fans, just because you have so much of the casual MMA crowd who they start to get a little bit testy in the grappling sequences from time to time.
Yeah.
But, folks, fans who are watching out there at home, they do have striking-only combative sports.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to watch grappling, watch Muay Thai, watch kickboxing. They have them. But I think for both of these fighters here who have young students in their gyms and work with a lot of fighters out there, they represented well for themselves and for their academies.
Yeah, put on a good performance.
The judges have reached a unanimous decision. Judge Cole scores about 49, 46. Judge Van Tine scores about 50, 45. Judge Aguilera scores about 49, 46. And you fighting out of the red corner!
And new ISKA Pro Muay Thai title holder, Clement Lacroix. Boys, that's a good reason that we're not judges, because we thought that, you know, like we were splitting hairs over it.
Yeah.
Judges all saw it pretty definitively, so we'll let them stay doing their job.
50-45 is interesting, though.
It is interesting, especially with the sweeps. But we will hear from our winner here momentarily. Big thumbs up and a smile from Oscar Martinez. He is certainly happy with what he saw there as the third man operating in the cage tonight. He just, Oh yeah, absolutely. Oscar just came by, said that was a fun one. I mean, he's usually one of the more stoic guys on the scene, so to see him exuberant with joy and emotion, it's a fun thing to see here. Now we will hear from our new champion. Let's see. Have a safe one, fellas. Have a safe one. And congratulations to Clement Lacroix of Pound for Pound Muay Thai. And we're also going to hear with our other half of the main event tonight in Dan Wilson.
Well,